to Viewers Jailbait here with a quick channel update for the channel. We're mid-March here. We just finished the Trilarian playthrough, which was amazing. And I've just started uploading some of the Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition episodes with Darkfire. That will most likely continue on, and we'll be trying to put episodes up every Wednesday, Friday, Sunday each week, depending on how our schedules work and how we're able to get the recordings done and whatnot. But I wanted to talk a little bit about Master of Orion. Primarily, that's been the series that I play on the channel, and I love the game, but I've heard some rumblings and some rumors that the developers may be pulling out of the project, which means no more updates, or if they are if updates will come, it will most likely be because they handed it off to another development group or studio or something like that, and you never know how those things are going to go. And that makes me sad because I feel like Master of Orion is really good. It's like a really good true successor to Master of Orion 2 in the franchise, but it's still not complete. We still have some things that are missing, like, proper updating of the attack values. Fighters still don't work the way that they should. They're basically like missiles that cost a lot more and take up more space, because they basically, unless you're right on top of the thing with your carrier, they just go out and come back once. And sometimes they don't even have enough fuel or whatever to get to your target and get back to the ship. So there's still a few things that I feel are still broken within the game and still need refinement. But if the developers pull out, then that's something that's not going to happen. So I wanted to see, where I could go with the channel that would not only be fun for me to do and fun for me to post things, but also be fun for you guys to watch. So a few ideas I'd had is, first off, with Master of Orion, there are some mods and mod packs that people have put out on the Steam workshop that seem pretty cool. There's one that looks like it balances things. It adds new a balance to the racial customization window, some of that sort of thing. And so I've considered doing like an Alarian speed rush victory using that mod to see how the mod works and that sort of thing. And so that's something I've been considering. Second, I'd kind of like to get into maybe XCOM 2. It's a game that I've been wanting to get for a while and play through, and it has kind of that similar sci-fi strategy element in that, each mission is very strategic in how you use your soldiers and defeat the enemy, but also there's kind of this overworld strategy map that you have to deal with in the game. Not to mention there's the long work mod that is supported by the developers. And so it's very, there's a lot there, I think, that we could do and have a lot of fun with. Second is I've been toying around with the idea of doing a sci-fi survival game called Imperium. And the kind of the idea behind that is that it would give me a chance to do a lot of video editing and try and make videos that aren't just in real time you guys watching me do things, because as you may know, when you do survival games, a lot of times you'll spend tons of time gathering resources and doing things like that. So I thought maybe I would do, just have the game where I play 2 or 3 hours and then condense it all down into a single episode for you guys to watch, and cut out all the kind of the boring bits and just let you see kind of the fun stuff, some of the building, some of the spaceship stuff, and that sort of thing. Third, what was third? I wanted to look at, obviously with Master of Orion being kind of the big hit for my channel so far, Staying in that genre, there is another sci-fi space 4X game that is in its alpha stage, and that is called Endless Space 2. And if you've ever seen original Endless Space, it's very similar to a Master of Orion type deal, where it's a space 4X game. The only real, there's some differences, but the biggest difference would be within the spaceship battles. It kind of goes with a rock, paper, scissors card type game. But in number 2, it looks like they're going to add more cards, add more flexibility to those things, that kind of mini game, that card game that resolves space battles and whatnot. So I definitely want to get into that because it kind of falls in line with the channel and that sort of thing. But, and it's something fresh and new, and I really enjoyed the first Endless Space. So I can't imagine why I wouldn't enjoy the second Endless Space unless they really just drop the ball and make it terrible. So those are kind of the 3 avenues I want to explore. But I want to get your guys' feedback on it because, again, it's not just for me. I do a lot of this for you guys too. And I want to make my viewers enjoy the content that they're watching and that they're, devoting their precious time to. So leave me some feedback in the comments about some of those things and let me know. The other thing is I got some pretty good feedback about my little Factorio stream that I just kind of did on the fly a couple weeks ago. And I was wondering if maybe that's a type of game or that's a type of thing that you guys might want to see on a more regular basis. Maybe set up like, I don't know, Thursday night is a stream night and I just stream for, 3 or 4 hours on Thursday nights and we do some Factorio or we do whatever. And so if that's something that you guys would like to see, I'd like to know about that too. So, basically that's kind of where the channel's at the moment. I'm kind of figuring out what I want to do next. In the meantime, the Divinity stuff will continue. Possibly the playthrough with the, Master of Orion 2 mod, campaign with the Alarian Rush type thing. But I want to know your thoughts. So leave them in the comments below and hopefully we can get something a little bit more definite going on the horizon. But that's it for me. You guys are awesome. But until next time, I've been Jailbait. You guys live free, game hard.